Hello and welcome to the Global Podcast. My name is Coronahorn, and we're here to talk a little bit of what's going on in the world of global conflict. A Battlefield community playing on PC every week. If you don't know or you haven't heard about us, you can go ahead and check us out at global-conflict.org to find out a little bit more on what we do. I've got a full cast here with me today. To begin, one of our resident TAs, I've got Matsif.
Hello.
One of the High Command from the 9th Expeditionary Unit. It's always a mouthful. Gonzo.
Hello.
I've also got Captain in the same army, Cognito.
Hey.
And yet another Captain from the 9th, Seraphim.
Hello.
One more person, Waxass, that's also from the 9th.
Hello.
And finally, one more person from the 9th, I've got Stony.
Hey guys.
Well,
I brought my whole army.
Yeah, you brought pretty much your whole army, guys. So, today was the BF5. And to go over the results a little bit, Matsif, do you have the results handy to give us a feel of what happened today?
Indeed, I do, as soon as I click on the relevant thread in the forums.
Perfect.
By the way, if you guys are wondering, the results are posted if you are in an army in the Battle Day Results, Rules, and Information Forum that everybody in any army has access to.
Fantastic, man.
Anyway, so today we played 5 maps, which was an increase over some of our previous scrims where we only played 4. The MEU won 8 maps, or 8 rounds over those 5 maps, with Gosi winning 2 rounds over those 5 maps. What does this mean? This means that MEU has won the opportunity to attack next week for the first real battle day of the campaign.
Yeah, and if we just go a little bit further in depth on those results, we can see that the closest game was a win by Gosi on Hanine Resort when they won by 26 tickets. I came in on the cast that a little bit late, but that was the closest round we got. Second closest round was one of the rounds of infantry only that we, myself and Snook casted on Rogue Transmission 32 Infantry, and that was a really interesting map. Gonzo, I know you were on Dragon Pass, and you, when casting it, felt you were like a very instrumental part of those pushes. What do you feel your army did today that allowed them to go 8-2?
I think we just took the opportunities that the enemies presented us. I FC'd the first map, and I tried to always stay up on where everybody was and then just push into flags that weren't defended. And I think the other FCs today did the same. On Dragon Pass in particular, yeah, I was on the ground on the Delta flag, and that's a pretty important flag on the map. Just because it's a gateway to the gimme of both sides. And I was in a pretty good position up on a mountain and had my people just dig in there and shoot as many rockets as they could, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah, I saw that, man. Seraphim, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I'd just like to talk about from the air side. For those that may not have known, there's been a gentleman's agreement between the generals concerning the flight altitude and the current bug. And I'd like to say I think it worked out very well for this battle day particularly. Everybody kind of followed it. There was no real complaints. If someone did fly into the no-fly zone, so to speak, engagements were broke off until we can get below the threshold and re-engage. And I think overall it worked out really well, and hopefully we can continue to get this to work well until DICE fixes this bug.
Dude, that's awesome to hear, because in the past I know there's been some issues with the Air Force getting along, I want to say, and it's kind of been a balance issue, but I'm really happy to hear that both armies and generals and captains are able to put their differences aside and put the betterment of the community going forward. Cognito, UFC 2 rounds, I think, today. So what did you see in terms of the commander mode and all that working today? What did you like from your army today?
I thought our infantry play was very good. It seemed we were able to win a lot of flags based on, I guess, not necessarily increased skill, but tactics and stuff. Beyond that, I don't know, just very impressed with our army.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I was watching you in casting it. I really felt like you guys were reacting really well, and pushing towards the right areas, and you guys double backing on flags when you needed to and stuff like that. We don't really have representative here from GoSee to feel what they did right or what they did wrong today. So speaking on their behalf, I guess I felt on Rogue Transmission that we got to see a little bit more ebbs and flows, that they pushed in the right areas and stuff like that. Stoney, you were on the ground for Rogue Transmission. What did you feel was the best part about that map, or just in the battle day in general?
Well, Rogue Transmission, I only had a squad of 2. We were the last 2 of to fill up the army. But yeah, we were my FC was very reactive, and basically does not allow us to slack and get comfortable. We had to really fight hard to get the flags, and I just watched what my team was doing. If we heard the orders to capture a flag, then I look where the other team members were, and with my partner we just chose for it to take the opposite direction. Sometimes we managed to sneak up behind their backs and capture the flag like that, and other times they spotted us and they were wasting their time on us while other squad managed to pull them to get the flag. It was awesome gameplay, basically.
Yeah, no, like I said, I had a really good eye today. It's a lot of fun casting, watching like the people I know, like getting in on Gonzo and watching him, see what he does, how he squad leads. We got to give a shout out to Katazar, who was doing an amazing game today. He squad leading us. Snook did a lot of shout outs. If you're watching the stream, like he was going going over the moon about him. I want to talk about what the BFI, what this means now in terms of MEU winning and how going forward. Mats, if you can talk about we got a lot of new people in GC, so what can they expect? What can both armies kind of expect coming forward in the next coming week?
So anyways, as I had hinted on earlier, winning the BFI means on the first week that actually matters for the whole risk metagame of GC, you get to attack first. So MEU will get to attack for the entirety of next week. They will be the ones with the attackers initiative to say, we want to attack these territories, and prepare their strategies as such, and GoSee is going to be forced to play reactive to that. So it's a big deal to actually have that ability to know week 1 where things actually matter as far as winning the campaign and the risk strategy and the whole overall campaign system. You have that ability to just go right out on week 1 and either possibly make or break your campaign.
If I understand correctly, it will also drastically changes the way we play the game, as we has been doing the past couple of weeks in our scrim. The attacking team has 2 great benefits: is that they can choose what territories to attack and what maps we need to prepare for that. And second of all is we only play one side, so we don't have to make a counter strategy and focus completely on the attack, while the defending team has to wait, I believe, till battle day before they actually know what to expect.
What is the Go ahead, Matsiv. What's the regulation on knowing what maps are going to attack? It's the same day, right?
Yeah, so the defenders don't know what the first attack of the day is going to be, or any of the rest of the attacks, until 30 minutes before the battle day starts. So at SPT minus 0.5, that's the first time that the defenders hear of what the attack is.
Yeah.
So they don't really have an idea of what's coming, but they do have the advantage of knowing that they will be defending from one side, and they can place their maps and know their strategies for what the side biases of the maps that they picked are, and things like that too. So it's not just a full-on attackers have every advantage every single week. The defenders can prepare themselves for their defensive strategies on the more or less biased maps.
Yeah, so if you're into GoSee and you're thinking you're just gonna have to wait until the battle day and you don't have to really check the forms, you're wrong, because you kind of have to see your HCs are going to be going in there and hopefully looking at the maps and kind of guessing as to where MEU is going to attack. Gonzo, you want to tell us that where you guys thinking of attacking?
No, I think I'll wait a bit for that.
All right, I was just trying to see. You know, journalism, you're always trying to get the most out of your guests, I guess.
We'll
Spy, kill him!
We will be going forward.
That's a good way to go. Reverse is the Italian way. Yeah, so if you're in Gosi, you know, you could also, if you're looking at the map, you could also, you don't wait for your HCs. If you want to post and say something, hey, I think they're going to attack here, we need to get ready for this map, go ahead. And if you're the MEU, I'm sure Gonzo and his team will get, you know, some sort of attack plan. If they don't already have one in motion, they're going to have one. And feel free to post and be proactive, guys. This is communities built on each other. So, yeah, make sure you're checking out the forums this week because it's going to be an exciting week if you're new for GC. You'll see what GC actually is. So, anybody got like a cool story from the battle day? Because I felt like so much stuff happened. Like, I mean, I was casting, but like Waxass, did you squad lead today?
Yes, I did.
So, Matsif, did you have a story today from the battle day?
Well, there was one part of Gulmid Railway where, as a TA, I sit in spectator, overview everything, and just kind of make sure that nothing is getting out of hand. And there was a point where Kerdazar grabs his Jihad Jeep, kills a tank on the bridge going to the train, and then proceeded to go prone, and crawl almost all the way to the train. And I know Gwinzer and I were sitting in the TA channel just cheering him on the whole time, and then somebody saw him and killed him, but it was absolutely hysterical. It was definitely great to watch for spectator.
I mean, that's what I really hope people appreciate. Like, if you haven't watched GC stream already, like, I mean, for myself, I love being able to watch in spectator mode, so I'm sure people would love to watch it as well. Yeah, like, it's definitely allows you to see so many different things, and it's so much cooler when you like know the people, right? It's different than watching like, I don't know, like a cast of Call of Duty or some pro game. These are people we like play with and talk to, and like when you see Kazar, he's so good at C4ing things, man. I'm all constantly looking around, seeing him just blow shit up all the time. It's so much fun to watch, man. Moving on though, I want to talk about like how to start streaming at GC. If you want to get in touch with myself, Undertow, Mr. Blue, and anybody from the PR crew, including Insanity, we'll hook you up with a stream key, and you can start streaming if you want to, if your game days, and that's going to be, you know, pretty awesome to be able to watch back with different viewpoints and stuff like that, which is pretty fantastic. Stoney, you had a couple things you wanted to mention today, didn't you?
Yeah, like I said before, it's awesome how you made the game so lively and compulsive. Like I said, I was so disappointed when our HC decided that only 2 people of my complete squadron was allowed to play on that map, which had a transport helicopter.
I'm sorry.
We had to set out, but yeah, that's why we're here. That's what we do. We are a big community. We are growing, so we cannot play the complete 6 hours. And of course, it's always disappointing when we cannot play. But that's Twitch TV made me stick glued to my screen while my intention was to, okay, I'm going to sit out, mute my headset, and poke me if I can play, and I will watch a movie in the meantime. But it was like watching a live football game on ESPN. So good was it, and entertaining. So next time, if you are sitting out, make sure you watch Twitch TV. But don't only watch it, but you all have Facebook, you all have Twitter. Put it on there. Let the world know we're there and what awesome community we are. It's a great tool.
I don't know if I want people from across the world watching me, Sony, that don't know what's going on. I'm kind of embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed if like 100 people started watching. I'd choke. I would choke under the pressure of knowing that many people were watching me. Hope we get there, actually. But
You embarrassed.
yeah, good point. That's a good point. Something I want to mention as well is about this cast itself. Guys, don't feel like you can't come and watch with us. Like this, like I always say, this is for you guys, for the community, and you guys are a part of the community. So if you have something you want to talk about, PM me, Gwinzer, Matsif, TAs, something, somebody rather, and make sure. Sometimes it's boring to hear the same people's voice over and over. If you want to come and say something, or you have a cool story from the battle day, or you have an announcement you want to say within GC or not, come by and say hello and just let us know. So I want to thank my guests, guys, for coming by, talking about an amazing battle day for MEU. But it was just fun to watch and stream for me, guys. So make sure you guys are up on the forums. And if you're new to GC, I saw a couple guys watching the stream today that were new. Sign up at www.globalconflict.org rather, and we'll catch you next week. So thanks so much, guys.
I do have a final question.
Yeah.
Do you only live stream it, or can we actually watch it back?
Very good question. There is a way of actually going to Twitch TV // Global Conflict, and if you go in past broadcasts, you can watch all the past broadcasts. Mr. Blue does an amazing. Somebody, I think it's Blue or Undertow. Somebody does an amazing job of breaking them up within rounds, because normally they're like a 2-hour segment of my whole podcast. Or rather cast, and he breaks them up so you can watch. You know what? If you haven't already, go watch the Altai range from last week. Go about to the 25-minute mark, when that's where shit gets crazy. I kind of lost my marbles a bit casting with Gonzo and Undertow. If you remember Gonzo, it was a lot of fun to do. So, yeah. So everyone has the ability to go and watch it, and yeah, I would suggest you guys do it. So. Once again, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you next time.
Bye.